Hello friend, welcome back. In our previous video, I have discussed about that fetch API, and here first of all when you run it, then it's actually pass one of the promise, right? And for the reasons here, when you get that as a promise, then you can able to access that then and catch, right? So now I want to apply the same things with using another functionality, that is the AsyncAwait. Then we don't need to use that then or the catch, but that means here that same functionality. Okay, that means user data I simply get it with the JSON, right? With the JSON we get that all the data. So right now I want to do the same things with using another format. Right now better I want to do here I want to make it as a comment out. Okay, and now here I want to do, first of all I want to declare one of the function, that is a function, and here I name it as a get info from Git. Okay, get info from Git, and here I simply declare one of the function. And when you use that asynchronate, then first of all here we have to add that asynchron. Okay, that means the S and C, like asynchron, and here we have to first of all call it, and then that will be our function, and I just put that function name as a get info from Git. Okay, info, I just name it as a get info from Git. Great. So in particular that position, first of all we have to call the same things. We have to get that, or we have to fetch all that our API. So I simply paste it. Okay, that is our constant variable as a Git API, and into this Git API I just simply fetch all the data. Okay, I simply fetch all the data. Great. And now I want to display it. So if you want to display it, then that will be, I just take another variable with the constant variable. I just name it as a profile. Okay, I name it as a profile. So with this profile, first of all here we have to get that before I get this data with this then, and then our JSON method, right? So now also we have to run this JSON. So I simply copy it and here I paste, so that with this that will be actually fetch all that our user data. Okay, and now when you're using that asynchronate, then here only we have to use that as a await. Okay, await. So here we have to use it as a await function. So now with this await function, then that is our JSON method. It will be get all that data, which everything is right now in our this variable as a profile variable. Now I want to display this profile. That means that with this console, that is a console, with this console. So now with this console log, into this console log, I want to print our this profile. Right, I want to print this profile. Here you can see I didn't use any then catch. So that is one format you can use it, rather than you can also use it. Okay, and now that is one of the function, right? We have to display this function. So if you want to display it, then we have to call this, that is a get, that is our get info from Git, right? So here I simply call our this function name. Now if you click as a save all, now if you go click as a refresh, now it's showing as a uncaught in promise. References is not defined. References, here you can see that will be obviously this name, so better I make it as a references. Okay, so that will be as a references. Now if you click as a save all, and now if you go click as a refresh, again there is a JSON, there is a res JSON is not a function. Res JSON is not a function. You can see here also you have to do into the fetch, into this fetch area here also you have to pass that await. Okay, so that is our await one of the function, and then that is our fetch. Okay, so here also we have to add that as a await, and also here we have to add that as a await. Great. Now let's check this out. Click as a save all. Now go there, click as a refresh. Yes, you can see it's now successfully now get all that user data. Okay, user followers, user details, everything. You can see there is a logging details, location, this user, all that object is now successfully get it, and now is visible it in here. I hope friend you get some of the idea how can work with these promises. Also another one as a asynchronate. Here you can actually do that same things with using that asynchronate. Here only you have to add that asynchronize and then function, and then before that fetch, here you have to call this function as a await, and also when you get that data with this JSON format, then here also you have to add that as a await. Okay, so that is a simple work with using that asynchronate, and then that is our promises. Great. I hope friend it's very much clear to you. In our next video, I want to start a new session. It's about the DOM. DOM means the document object model. So step by step, I will try to share everything with you. So thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video.